Hello, third grade. How are you? Our lesson today will be about division. We will talk since now on about division. We're done with the multiplication. We know how to multiply a single number with the two-digit numbers with regrouping and without regrouping. Now we need to know about division. We will start our division idea with dividing by 10 and 100. First, I need to introduce my class or my lesson, revising some concepts from the multiplication with the 10 and 100, okay? Let me start our lesson with multiplying 7 times 10. Who can help me? How can I multiply 7 times 10? We said usually we count how many zeros in the question and we write them down on the answer. So we start with the 0. I move the 0 to the answer. Then I multiply 1 with the 7, which is 70, right? This is for the simple number. We know it from the times table for 7. How about 8 times 10? We move the 0 to the answer. So we write it on the answer. Then I multiply 8 times 1 equal 8. So the answer is 8 times 10 equal 80. How about 20 times 10? 20 times 10. We count, again, how many zeros in the question? I have 1 0, 2 zeros. I write 2 zeros in the answer. Okay? Then I multiply 2 times 1. I have 2. So the answer is 200. I have 650 times 10. Again, I count how many zeros in the question. I have 2 zeros. I write 2 zeros. Then I multiply 65 times 1, which is 65. Okay, so these are the answers for these questions. Now I want to remind you again with the second grade, when we want to divide the 70, we want to divide the 70 on the 10. I said always that, remember, it's like a division inside the multiplication. We say that if you divide this number, it's like you're asking yourself, what is the number that I multiply it with the 10? The answer is going to be 70. It was for sure 7. So when you multiply or divide 70 divided by 10, the answer is going to be 7. Again, like here, I always teach you to write this small division sign between the answer, and it's like you're asking yourself vice versa. It's an inverse, okay? So if you have 80 divided by 10, okay, equal 80 divided by 10 equal, it's like you're asking yourself, what is the number that you multiply it with 10 equal 80, which is 8. If I multiply 8 times 10 equal 80, so 80 divided by 10 equal 8. I will do the same. It's like 200. I need you to focus. 200 divided by 10 equal 20. Okay, it's equal 20. If you multiply these numbers together, for sure you will have 200. And I have here 600 or 6,500 times or divided by 10, excuse me, divided by 10, it's answer 650, okay? If you multiply this number, it's the same, okay? If you multiply this number with 10, the answer is 6,500. I want you to take a deeper look now at all these numbers. In multiplication, when we multiply two numbers with one of the the multiple of 10, which is 10, 50, 20, any multiple of 10, you count how many zeros in the question, you move it to the answer because you are repeating, you are increasing the number. So you count how many zeros. I have here 1 0, I move it to the answer, okay? I write it on the answer over here. How many zeros? I have 1 0, I move it to the answer, then I start repeating. Over here, I counted how many zeros? I have 2 zeros, I move it to the answer. I write 0 0, then I multiply these single numbers together. I move all these zeros to the answer, then I multiply these numbers. Take a look at the division. It's on the opposite, it's the opposite. You have to erase. So in multiplication, because we are repeating, we are increasing, we are making the number bigger, so the answer should be bigger, and the answer is going to have all the zeros from the question. But no, in the division, we are like, look at this answer. It's like we are erasing these zeros together. If I have 1 from the answer, so ignore the answer here. From the question, I have 0 0. I have to erase 1 0 from each part, okay? So I erase this 0 and I erase this 0. I imagine that they are not there. Then I divide. 7 divided by 1 equals 7. Look at the next question. Okay, again, we are erasing this 0. I have 1 1. Each time I erase from here 1, I erase only 1. Okay? I have 8 divided by 1, it's 8. This is the answer. Remember, in multiplying, we are increasing. We are counting and moving to the answer. Counting 0, moving them to the answer. In the division, we are erasing 0. As many as I erase from here, I erased from here. I will write more exercises for you. Over here, I have 200 divided by 10. Look carefully. Here, if I want to erase 1, I erase 1. We're not allowed to erase 2 with 1. I have to erase 1 with 1. Now I imagine they are not here because I erased them together, okay? I have 20 divided by 1, it's 20, as you see here. Again, here I have 6,500. I have 2 zeros here, and I have 1 0. I'm allowed to erase 1 0 over here, 1 0 over here. Then I have 650 divided by 1, it's 650, okay? Okay, so this is the concept of the division by 10 and 100. You have to erase 0. As many as you have erased 0 from here, you have to erase it from the other parts. Then you have the answer. Now I will erase the board so I can give you more exercises on how can I divide by 0, by multiple of 10 and multiple of 100, okay? Let me write the first exercise, which is 240 divided by, 40 divided by 10. This is the first one, okay? The second one, I have 3. Let's complete our exercise. I write some exercises for you very fast. I want to make some exercises on division by 10 and 100 again. I will start with the dividing by 10 or multiple of 10. I have here 240 divided by 20. I always told you in division we erase 0. I have here 0 and I erase 0. Then I make the division. I have 24 divided by 2. Divided by 2, it's like half of it, okay? Half of the 4 and half of the 2. What is the half of 4? Excellent, it's 2. I don't have any zeros, I erase them together, okay? What is the half of 2? It's 1. So the answer is 12, okay? This is the answer for this question. The next exercise, which is 350 divided by 10, division, and I have 2 zeros. Again, erasing zeros together, and I have a 35 divided by 1, it will stay 35, okay? Here, this is very important. Look carefully. I have here 2 zeros and I have only 1 0. So I am allowed to erase only 1 0, just, okay? Then, if I have 1 0 over here, I move it to the answer. I move it to the answer. Then I make the division on 36 divided by 6. What is the number that I multiply it with 6? The answer is going to be 36. What times 6 equals 36? Excellent. It's 6. So 6 times 6 equals 36, and the 0, we move the 0 because we don't have another 0 to erase it, okay? So we move the places. Again, 200 divided by 50, I'm allowed only to erase 1 0 because in this part, 1 0. In this part, I have 2 0. I'm not allowed to erase only 1 0, just because I have only 1 over here. Now, I move the 0 to the answer. Move the 0 to the answer. Oh, sorry, no need to move it to the answer because this is a small number. Okay, in this exercise, we move the 0 to the answer because this is a big number, okay? I can find a multiplication on the times table for number 6. But here, 20, how many 5 in this I need to divide? The 20 divided by 5, what is the number that I multiply it with 5? What times 5 equal 20? What times 5 equal 20? What times 5 equal 20? It's 4, so I write 4. Okay, so 4 times 5 equal 20. 4 times 5 equal 20. If I want to divide the 20 on 5, it will be 4. Okay, so this is the answer. This is the answer. Over here, I have to divide it by multiple of 100. It's the same idea, the same concept. Just erasing 0 as many as I have in the question. I have here 2 zeros, 2 zeros. I can erase 2 zeros in each because they are equal, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2. I can erase 2 zeros because both of them has 2 zeros. Okay, now I divide. 5 divided by 1, it's 5. Because 5 times 1 equal 5. Okay, if I multiply 5 times 1, The answer is going to be 5, okay? Again, take a look again over here. I have 2 zeros and I have 2 zeros. Directly erase them. I can erase 2 because both of them have 2 zeros, okay? Now you can divide 21 divided by 3. What is the number that when you multiply it with 3, if you don't know, ask yourself this question. What is the number that when I multiply it with 3, I have the question 21 in the times table of 3? What times 3 equal 21? Excellent, I can hear you, it's 7. So 7 times 3 equal 21. This is the answer, it's 7, okay? In fact, 4th grade, you are saying that if you divided 2,100 on 300, you will find 7. The answer is going to be 7, but we erase them so we can make our division easier, okay? But in fact, the answer is 7 for all this exercise, okay? Okay, I have here a different exercise. Look carefully. I have here 3 zeros, and I have here 2 zeros. I will erase these 3 zeros with a 2. Is this correct? No, I'm not allowed. I have only 2, and I have to erase only 2 from here. So I erase 1, 2, 1, 2. I have to keep this, okay? I have to keep this. As I told you, if the number here is big, you can do both ways. You can ask yourself, okay, 8 is big, move the 0 to the answer, then divide 8 divided to 2. What is the number that I multiply it with 2 equal 8? It's 40. Or you can ask yourself, I need to divide the 80 on 2. If I divide 80 on 2, what is the half of 80? What is the half of 80? Divided by 2, that means half, remember? Okay, so what is the half of 80? It's for sure 40, so you can use both ways. Now, look at the next exercise. Again, I have 4,800. I'm allowed only to answer or to erase two zeros because they have both 2 zeros, okay? Now I still have 4. I will not move it to the answer because this is a small number. I can't divide it on 4 and 8. So I will use the 40, all the 40. 40 divided by 8. If you don't know, you ask yourself, what is the number that I multiply it with 8 and the answer was 40? What times 8 equal 40? It's very easy. What times 8 equal 40? Let me tell you something. We have 0 on the ones place, so it's even number. It could be 10, 5, or 2 because this number is multiple of 5, 2, or 10. Let me check 2. 2 times 8 equal 40? No. Let me check the 5. 5 times 8 equal 40? Yes, so write 5. This is one of the ways that I use usually to check on the 2, 5, and 10 that I know. Okay, so these are some exercises. You can write them down on your notebook, or if you don't want, that's okay to me. I just want you to understand the concept, okay? I will do the exercise. It's on try this 130. Try this on 130. You can write it on your notebook or on a book, that's fine. Just stop the video and write the exercises down. I will write try this, fill in the box, page 130. So this is 130 on try this, okay? I will start with the first one. It's A, B, C, D. So I will start A, B, C, and D. The first one is 150 divided by 10. 150. They want, I think, to start with the dividing by 10. The next one, B, it's 32Z8, 3280 divided by 10. Remember, in division we erase zeros. And 630 divided by 10. And the last one is 2,100 divided by 10. Okay, let's answer the first one, which is 150. In division, multiple of 10, erasing 0. So 15 divided by 1, the answer is 15. Please write it down in your book. I want to see it. Next exercise, which is 3,280 divided by 10. Again, erase the zeros. As many as you have numbers, that's fine because we're dividing on 1, but the number will stay the same. So it's going to be 328. Okay, this is the answer. How about the next exercise, 630? Erase both zeros. We still have 63 divided by 1, it's going to be 63. Over here, you have 2010. 2,100 divided by 10. You are allowed to erase 1 0 only, so you have to divide this whole number on 1, which is going to stay 210. Okay, so this is the first one for try this, and I will do on your own. It's on page now 131. 131. I will do the first table, and you have to do the rest of them. Okay, as a homework. The first one you have to write 3,000. This is a 3,000, and I have the next one. It's 81,000, I think, or 100. 100. Oh, 1,000. 81,000. 81,000, and the last one is 240,000. Okay, we want to first divide it by 10. We want to divide it by 10, and then next we need to divide it by 100. So the first time we need to erase 1 0, and the second one we need to erase 2 zeros. Okay, so write the same number, just erasing 1 0, which is going to be 300. And the next time we want to erase 2 0, because this number has 2 zeros. I'm allowed to erase 2 zeros, so the answer is going to be 30. Okay, here I'm allowed only to erase 1 0. This number has only 1 0, so I erase 1 0. So the answer is going to be 8,100. Okay, and now I'm allowed to erase 2 zeros because 100 has 2 zeros. So I erase 2. It's going to be 810. And the last one, we again erase 1 0. It's going to be, okay, so it's going to be 24,000. And this one, we're going to 2,400 because we erased 2 zeros from this one. Okay, so 2,400. This is the first exercise. This is on your own. It's 131, I think. Yes, it's on 100. It's on your own. Please write it down on your book. I want to see it also, okay? I will do exercise number 2. Genesis wants to make some photos frame using 8,600 ice cream sticks. How many photos frame can he make if he uses 10 ice cream sticks for each photo frame? So you need to divide the 8,000. So I have here, I want to erase it. Exercise number 2, it has 2 sections, A and B. We will do A and B. I will do it for you because you have homework on the workbook. That's okay, you can do it. Okay, so A, you have to divide it on 10. So I have 8,600. You need to divide it on 10. She wants to use 10 tickets, so I erase only 1 0. I'm allowed to erase 1 0, so I have 860. This is the answer. Okay, the second one, how many photos frame can he make if he uses 100 ice cream sticks for each photo frame? Okay, how many? She wants to divide it by, oh sorry, this is 1, and she wants to 100. So this time she wants to erase it. Let me just read it again. How many photo frame she can make? Okay, so she wants to divide it on 100. So I'm allowed to erase 2 zeros from each number. So I have 86 photo frame. Okay, photo 86. And this is it for today. Thank you for watching, and wait for the homework. Thank you for, have a good evening.